My name is Bill Peck.
I'm going to set the pace. You stay behind me.
And I work with the Youth Development Program, which is called YDP.
Let's go up on the grass.
And I used to coach in high school. Matter of fact, I coached 4 people that made the Olympic teams. I made it to the Olympic trials myself, so I can see what you can do. And I've talked to many people since that time. When you start doing this type of thing, you never know what's going to happen. Because I see girls and boys, by the time they get out of school, they might be pretty good. Whatever it happened to be. Short races, long races, or something else. You can't judge a book by its cover. So that's what I'm doing. Any further questions?
My name is Isaías Martinez and I'm principal at Harrison Elementary School. In our neighborhood, we don't have a lot of parks. And most of my children, when they get home, the parents don't feel comfortable letting them play outside. And the only opportunity they have to play is when they're here in school.
We play with the kids. We have like a set game for that day.
Today we were running for form to make running easier. Running tall, good posture.
It was a lot of new things for some of the kids.
Moving their arms like this.
Well, all of the kids, I don't think they've experienced anything like that before.
So they can run a long distance and make it easier on them.
It gives them a chance to see what it's like to run a marathon. You know, if they like it, they could just continue on, join track and field when they get older.
Structure. Shows them structure, you know, how to pace themselves, how to really try for something.
This side of town, the east area, is more physically fit for what we're doing than the rest of the town.
You know, because running's hard, and a lot of these kids have not run. So
to be able to bring in a structured running program and provide the students with this opportunity.
But it's definitely structure, you know, a set goal.
They culminate at the large, this citywide event of the LA Marathon. Is an exciting opportunity for them. And hopefully through that experience, they're going to develop healthy habits that they're going to be able to emulate on their own throughout their lives.
And I'm actually very thankful for Mr. Bill Peck, who's here helping our kids train, and Mr. Williams, who visit our school also.
For 1 minute, lap after lap after lap. Okay, ready, set, go. Well, when I started, I was the slowest person in my elementary school and the slowest person, almost the slowest person in my junior high school. I was 186th out of 187. And I can remember naming the person that was slower than I was. Not all the people who were faster, but the person who was slower. But I lived in Laurel Canyon. Laurel Canyon is a hilly area on the northwest side of town. And to go home, I had to walk up a very steep hill day after day after day after day. And I eventually decided I could get home faster and stay after school longer playing games and stuff if I ran uphill. So when I was in the 6th grade and the 7th grade, I started running uphill because I could get home faster and get my chores done before my mother got home. And I didn't know I was training or anything. So when I got to junior high school, like I said, I was the next to slowest person in my whole class, but I was the top 5 in terms of running long distance. So anyway, I got to high school and ran distances. I wasn't very good. I didn't get much coaching. I did what the coach said, and I never won a race. I finished way behind until my very last race in my high school career. Then I decided to run just like I was going to, like I ran in elementary school. In one race, I improved from 85th and last at the end of 100 meters, and just by keeping the same pace, I went from 85th to 4th in the next 30 seconds. Not because I was running faster, because everybody else was slowing down. That amazed me. I never did that in my life. I ended up getting a medal in the city, and I'd never even placed in a race before. So I went into the service, and I got a hold of a great training program where you progress from year to year. And I went from a non-entity to pretty darn good by the time I got to college, and I got much better in college and won most of my races in college after winning nothing in high school. And then, after high school, I started coaching. And in my first year, I lucked out and coached a national champion. He was very good, but I just happened to know enough to make him better. And he set 2 national records, eventually made the Olympic team, in fact won the Olympic trials. He went on to travel all over the world. But I coached 4 people who later made the Olympic team. I started them when they were either in high school or even before high school, and they later made the Olympic team. So I kind of like this stuff, you know.
These 2 ran 5 laps with me when I was running the other day, okay?
You ready?
To me, it's more fun coaching than actually winning, to tell you the truth.
Let's go! Yeah. For those of you that want to know what we're all about, it's like this, y'all. This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, 100% reason to remember the name.
Welcome to our Kids Marathon combination.
No matter what kind of handicap you have, or no matter what kind of neighborhood you come from,
We're going to present all of you who finished your training
you can make it in this world if you do what you like to do.
with a certificate.
Just to give you one example, I went to Occidental College, and there was a person over there. He wasn't anything special, but he became president of the United States. His name was Barack Obama. And in every class I ever had, I had people that surprised me by what they could do. I don't get surprised a whole lot anymore because I expect I'm gonna find a nugget here and there, you know what I mean? But you never know what you're gonna find. And that's what I'm doing this for.